Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all us around the world. Welcome back to the Pokemon Unite video featuring Hoopa coming through the bot lane. That's right, not jungle this time. We're going down bot side playing with the Pikachu. And the worst part about this is when you're playing in a lane that you don't generally play all of the time, for instance, sometimes you get to play with other players that you don't know. Considering I'm playing with Pikachu, I got no idea what his playstyle is going to be, whether he's going to be aggressive or not go in when I initiate or anything like that. Got no idea. And a 5v5 stack and a stack when you're laning with a duo, it's so much easier to figure that stuff out because you guys are on comms and everything, able to talk and stuff. Considering, you know, I don't know what Pikachu's about, you know, so it's hard for me to gauge on if he's going to be aggressive or not. I'm super aggressive when I play a support and or DPS, you know, in the lane. So at the end of the day, just like when I go in, hopefully you're backing me up. Because generally speaking, I don't go in by myself, but if I am, I'm going in. It is what it is. Cinderace is in the top lane. Looks like gets that kill for the first jungle. Unfortunately, it's okay. It happens. We have a Bulbasaur down here versus us, and there's your Teeny down here in bot lane as well. Looks like we have Greninja and Slowbro in the top side. This should be an easy win for us, depending on how our Gengar does in the jungle. And so far, Gengar is actually doing pretty solid as long as he can pick up some early game kills. I got faith in him. I think he can do it. He can do just fine. What's really cool about it, though, is when I put Trick on Hoopa and he throws a Shadow Ball, it's like 3 Shadow Balls at the same time. It's really fun. Hopefully we get to see that this game, because I'm pretty excited for it. I haven't really got to play a lot of Hoopa with Gengar in the jungle, so this is going to be kind of interesting. It's just cool. I think it's kind of neat to see all the Shadow Balls coming at you at once. Uh-oh. I think you're up there. I think you're good up there, buddy. I think you're fine. You're safe, right? Get on the goal pad. Get on the goal pad. Dang it. Well, it's okay. It's okay. You throw the Shadow Balls. We got this. Get another stun off. Nice. Let's go. Dude, Hoopa is so much fun. It's about time everyone has finally unlocked him, I would think. I would assume so. If you haven't, I mean, what are you guys doing? Because he's a free Pokemon you get just by doing the event. And you should have got donuts in your mail and everything else, but I think right now, for me, this is the most fun I've had with the Pokemon and Pokemon Unite since Gengar. And at the end of the day, he does so much for your team composition. And we all know I don't like running Hyperspace Hole. I really don't. I don't like that ability that much. I think Trick is going to be the more viable option overall. I think Hyperspace is going to be viable, but only in like stack team compositions when you can coordinate. I think you guys may argue that's not that difficult to do. Everybody has friends, right? Everybody can play together as friends, right? But still, at these Zapdos fights, when you drop a Space Portal, and the enemy team and you, there's so much stuff going on. Half the time you won't even see where your portal's landing, and your teammates go back to base, vice versa. During the Unite moves, it can be a mess. This is why I enjoy playing with Trick. And at the same time, you don't really have to think too much when it comes to playing this ability. You literally just toss it on somebody in front of you and you do a lot more damage. Hyperspace Hole, you literally got to be coordinated. And again, like I said, it's not that difficult. Just the worst part is when you send your teammates back to base at the wrong time. Like, you can see what you're doing and you know what you're going to do, but you don't know if your teammates are going to turn around and walk into a portal by accident, whatever. Dude, do I live here? Holy crap, we get out. Let's go, buddy. No. We leave. Oh, man, that was so close. So close. Nah, I'm going back to base. Generally, I would stay up here because I'm a little greedy, but it's okay. We're going back. Pikachu's still hanging out in the top lane. It's okay. It's all good. We'll go back down bot side. It's okay. I'm cool going by myself. There's an Ivysaur down here anyway. Ivysaur's in the top lane as well. Also, when it comes to this ability called Trick, you can give it to yourself too, so you can give yourself a shield and stuff and a little bit of life steal and all that sort of thing. I'm not too worried about the Greninja here. I really want to get that Giant Bee, but I'm by myself versus this Venusaur. Oh, he's running Solar Beam, so I'm pretty much not spooked to him anymore. I thought he was going to run Petal Dance, but nah. It's interesting because Hoopa can take a lot of these 1v1s and not even have to worry about it. Like, you do a lot more damage than you actually realize. I don't know where that was going. I'm just going to walk away, you know. Like, no one saw that, right? It's okay. We won't talk about it, Venusaur. It's okay. Hopefully Venu can get leveled up here in time for the Dreadnought, because this is going to be great. Oh, sweet. Heads Dreadnought, we have Unite moves down here ready to go. They're also engaging. Pikachu's actually doing something useful right now. Let's do it. Get these free kills off. Yeah. Alright, I'm done. See you later. Let's go back down here. Get this Dreadnought. The important objective. Venusaur's already on it. That's great. 10 out of 10. I've noticed that I'm trying to, when I'm playing in group play and stuff, I'm trying to get my team and stuff to start using their Unite moves more frequently, especially for these first objectives. You know, I'm trying to push it, give or take, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, as long as some of us have a couple Unite moves ready for Zapdos at the end, it doesn't really matter. We really want to start getting these Dreadnoughts in the early game that can continue to have us snowball. Whether or not we get to Rotom after the Dreadnought or vice versa, we really want to go for these Dreadnoughts and get our Unite moves off so we can get this objective as quickly as we can. Cinderace kind of just disrespects me, doesn't realize how much damage I can actually do in a situation. Even though he had red buff, he was still running away. And for some reason, red buff did not transfer to me. I just got blue. So that was kind of awkward. But it's alright. We take him down. And this is the best part about Hoopa sometimes, is your Unite move. This is the best thing about this Pokemon. We can push this goal right here. Because of this sometimes, like, your Unite does so much AoE, and they're all going to keep jumping down this jumpy pad. And you just spam your abilities, 9 out of 10. You spam your auto attacks and all your skills and stuff. You AoE and hit multiple targets. That's one of the best things about it. And sometimes, like when I'm playing Hoopa, if we push that first goal with the Rotom, sometimes we can just go back into their base. Because they're going to jumpy pad up here anyway. And if I can go ahead and maneuver around, I can pop my Unite in their base and we can score there as well. It's kind of risky, but it also does work. Oh, we got this play. Oh, yeah, we got this play. Look at all the Shadow Balls, man. It's so much fun to see this with the Gengar. Like I said, we don't get to play with Gengar that often because, not everybody plays Gengar, but it's just so many Shadow Balls. It's like you get hit by one way, then another way, then you get Dream Eater. It's fantastic. You played it really, really well. Good job, buddy.
You're on fire!
Now, at the end of the day, though, another Dreadnought is coming up. Pikachu does get killed because he overextends himself. I mean, who would have thought? I shouldn't really have to go back to base here, but it's probably better to do so, just in case Cinderace comes down and takes me out. I'm going to go topside, though, to help out with this Greninja. For some odd reason, he does Unite move, and he has Focus Band as well. So he gets his Focus Band procced and his Unite move. I think that's a win for us, essentially. Now, the worst part is I'm on the other side of the map, while the objective is in bot side. I don't know if we're going to make it down here, but if I give Trick to the Gengar, hopefully Gengar can get here before me, because I don't want to go ahead and try to initiate this by myself. We're going to try it. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it. I think in this situation, it'd been better off if he actually just went in. I think that's probably the better situation, but then again, Zapdos is coming up, so I think we made the right play by not doing that. Within 10 seconds, you don't want to get yourself killed here. You have like a 20-30 second death timer. So I'm just going to chill in the bush. That's all we got to do. Just hang out. Don't come to us. It's okay. It doesn't matter who it is. Someone will come in this bush. See, Dragonite, look, there he is. Free kill, no problem. Because all the Shadow Balls, I get all the stuns. When I trick somebody, for instance, they throw a Shadow Ball when they attack, right? That means, regardless if they get hit by 1 or 2 Shadow Balls, the next Shadow Ball is going to stun them, which is fantastic. Especially in these team fights where I tell you that I think Trick is going to be a lot better than Hyperspace in these team fights, because Pokemon Unite is going to be, more so team-oriented than a solo queue environment when you're playing in stack, you know what I mean? That's why you're so much more coordinated. But, like I said, Hyperspace works as well. I just think Trick is going to be a lot more viable in these team fights, especially when you're fighting on objectives all the time, 9 out of 10. It just does so much work. And I feel like we are being a little bit aggressive here in the situation, but I feel so strong when I have Trick and I have competent teammates who will go in with me, opposed of having a Pikachu who might do something a little bit silly. My team's already backed out, and I went back in to try to help him out, and I got myself killed. It's fine. But either way, we're going to dive into game number 2. Hope you guys stick around. I'll see you in a second. Let's go. Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Welcome back to game number 2 featuring Hoopa down here in the bot lane, having a good old time playing with a Venusaur this time around. And this probably is my favorite lane partner to lane with when it comes to playing Hoopa, just because the sheer fact that if I can keep Venusaur alive long enough for him to evolve, in other words, as long as our lane is doing great, right, we will snowball this game. Like 9 out of 10. It doesn't matter, because Venusaur is already ridiculous to take down in a 1v1. And with shields that give him healing, let alone he runs in with Petal Dance, he throws Shadow Balls, we can stun more targets with his Vine Whip with my Shadow Ball. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of synergy that goes on with these two, to be fair. And I think when it comes to these 5 stacks that we're probably going to see in the next couple days in these tournaments and stuff, and even 5v stacks competitively, just in regular Pokemon Unite, I think Venusaur and Hoopa, or Venusaur, Hoopa, Blissey, that type of lane is going to be really, really hard to deal with. Sadly enough, he gets to level up here, so he blocked the animation of when I was dealing damage, so I have to back out. Gotta respect Greninja, But it's okay. I think at the end of the day, like I said, Venusaur is probably going to be the best lane partner, like DPS, for Hoopa right now. There's not a lot of things you can do to stop Venusaur. I mean, you got Wigglytuff in the early game who can be a threat to him. You have the enemy jungler who can come down and camp the lane, sure. But once he gets rolling, he gets rolling. And that's it. Now, we do have an interesting team composition. We have another Gengar in the jungle, which is great. Our buddy is carrying it on with the jungle today. And then we have a, what do you call it, Mamoswine in the top side, and we have a Gardevoir who's also playing in the top side, which is Lucario, so that's unfortunate. But, either way, we're playing against a Roulette in bot side, who's caught out, who comes down here to try to see if we have an Adino up. We don't. So he gets himself caught out. There's a Talonflame. There's a Cinderace down here with double buffs. I kind of want to pressure him, but at the same time, there's a Greninja behind us. It's probably better just to kill the Greninja, because Cinderace does have double buffs. If he would have walked a little bit closer to us, he would have got tagged with Shadow Balls, and that might have given us a kill. Whereas right here, he dodges the Dream Eater with Feint. That was a really, really nice try. But he can't dodge it again, right? He can't do it again. Now he gets killed, dude. He overstepped his boundaries and did not respect our damage, which is fine at the end of the day. So we get the value out of it. I won't be able to score because Greninja is back. I wanted to push it, but I wasn't able to because he stopped me from scoring. Now we can take him down too with the double Shadow Ball. Gets another stun, and Venusaur is able to take him out as well. Dude, I'm having so much fun playing Hoopa. Regardless if it's solo queue, regardless if I'm playing with my buddies for the Discord, stacks, whatever. Hoopa is just ridiculous in this game right now. And it's not even hyperspace. I think a lot of people sleep on Trick and don't realize how strong this ability actually is and what it does for your team. Giving shields, movement speed, lifesteal on your abilities, giving stuns for an AoE within a 3-4 second cooldown. It's insane. And I'm so tired of Lucario, by the way. I walk up in lane, literally get deleted by Lucario. Look at that. That's like, what, almost 4k damage? That's more than a lot of people's Unite move, just with one ability. Why is that allowed in the game still? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I think people behind the desk in the office are Lucario mains, and they probably laugh at everybody, and they're not going to nerf the Pokemon anytime soon. That's just what I'm thinking as a league. There's no way they can't see that being very strong right now. But it's okay. We have a Venusaur, we got a Gengar, we have a Mamoswine, we should be fine. Ooh, that was nice. The eject button into the Shadow Ball was fantastic. That was really, really good. Dude, I feel like as soon as Hoopa does his Unite move, you just punch everybody. You got 3 arms. Someone's gonna get hit, right? At the end of the day. I think we're able to push this goal too because they don't have Jumpy Pad, which is nice. Yeah, of course we can. You can just throw Trick on Venusaur and throw out Shadow Balls all day. That's it. Venusaur will sustain, so he's able to run in there. On top of the movement speed from Trick, giving him a little lifesteal, and Venusaur is already getting lifesteal from his Giga Drain. You have a lot of sustain in yourself by doing that. Versus giving Trick to like Greninja or like a Pikachu or whatever who don't have any sustain, who probably will go in and then just run away from you type thing. It's easy to give it to, you know, Venusaur like a Lucario or anyone who goes in and has a chance of survival, like a tankier Pokemon, and you can just do more damage with Trick. It's just nice. It's a nicer way to look at it. Whereas as a Greninja who jumped over the wall here, I saw him. I just don't know which way he went to. Oh, he's back over here taking out the Corphish. But look what else we see here. There's a throwing bird down here in bot lane. Decidueye. Like, why not? I mean, he's running X speed. That's fine. Like, I already learned about he had X speed in lane, so I'm not going to pop a, what do you call it, slow smoke. We can just stun him, and then Venusaur can stun him again with Vine Whip. I mean, where's he going to go? He can't play the game, essentially. Now I got to go bot side, or top side. We do get the Dreadnought. I think we can contest this here, I hope. Gengar just has to go in with me. It's easy. Sylveon did do a lot of damage last time. I kind of just, you know, underestimated how much he was going to do with the jump, but at the same time, I think Lucario just blew me up in that team fight, to be fair. But we're going to pressure this goal, because I do have a Unite move. I can bring the team up here. We can all come up here. We can take this goal away from them, because I know they don't have Unite moves to contest us here, which is nice. I mean, of course, Greninja has his, but when we have Buddy Barriers, what is Greninja going to do? If the Lucario comes in here too, he can get some. That's okay. Like, that wasn't the play for him to make. He just gives us free Unite charge. And he pops his Unite as well, and we take the goal. I mean, why not? I mean, okay, so we're close to taking the goal. I think if Mamoswine would have stayed and actually taken the goal, that'd been great. But he decided to go back to base. It is what it is. The goal is still up, unfortunately. But Sylveon apparently does not respect Venusaur in the 1v1. Even let's say I wasn't there, there's no way she's winning that 1v1 versus Venusaur, regardless if he has his Unite move or not. It's just not going to happen. Can we take out Lucario too? Oh, we can with the double stuns. Let's go, buddy. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We got this. I mean, what's he supposed to do here in this situation? That's right. Get clapped. See, if you just stayed there a minute ago, you had the goal. We wouldn't have to risk that, per se. Dude, Sylveon can't even play the game today, apparently. She's not allowed to. We go back. We leave. I wanted to stay and push that again. Like, that's just me being a little bit greedy. but it's alright. Give Trick the Gengar, give him movement speed so we can get down to this bot lane here. Cinderace is coming up. I'm a little cautious when it comes to fighting Cinderace in a 1v1 because he does typically run like a Blaze Kick or a Feint. When it comes to playing Hoopa, you have to be careful on these 1v1s or these 1v2s that you're trying to take. Because you're not like the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, right? But at the same time, you can absorb a little bit of damage because you can give yourself Trick and stuff, a little bit of shield and all that sort of thing. And you have stuns to play at a range. And at the end of the day, you always want to play max range when you're playing Hoopa or whatever range Pokemon you're playing. But Cinderace, red buff, can't just 1v1. Greninja's coming down. I don't know why he just runs in here. Maybe he thought that the other one was his, the actual self and wasn't a clone. I'm not sure what was going on. He decided to come in for no reason. Cinderace is going to get caught out here as well, thankfully. And we get the Dreadnought. That's fine. Let's go.
The final
There's no reason for us to hang out down here anymore. So we're going to chill in the bush at Zapdos, look for a pick. I mean, that's the best thing to do, 9 out of 10. No matter what Pokemon you're playing, it's never a good idea to just run in here at Zapdos. And this is the hardest thing to do for Gengar players at the end of the day. But it's okay. It's all good, because he goes in and gets the pick on the Decidueye, because 9 out of 10 Decidueye is a free kill for Gengar for a lot of Pokemon. He plays it well, regardless if he gets killed here. He did a good job. And he doesn't get killed. He gets a Dream Eater off on the Cinderace, gets a little bit of HP back. We're doing great. We're doing really, really well right now. We're able to steal this as well and go push this goal. Sylveon decides not to play the game, just go score in the main goal instead of coming down here. It's just like, we get the double stun on Lucario during his animation of his Unite move. So after he pops Unite, he gets stunned again. He can't do anything because he gets Vine Whipped again by Venusaur. It's just, this combination is pretty gross. Like, it really is. And hopefully, you guys have given this a shot already. If you haven't, you're missing out. Like, you're really missing. Oh my gosh. We'll take that. We'll take those. That was pretty solid, not gonna lie. That was a really good Shadow Ball into a Vine Whip. But yeah, like, playing with the Venusaur is just so much fun. And again, I should be leaving here, but the trick keeps me alive from Lucario, and he thought he was going to kill us. He just gets Vine Whipped and Shadow Ball to death. Like, what is he supposed to do in this situation? There's not a whole lot he can do, besides as long as we just outplay him. You know what I mean? And we did pressure this goal quite a bit, so we probably should go back to base now. That's probably the better option here. But Venusaur's going back in, and I don't want to be that guy, so we got to go back in and contest this fight. I know he has Unite move. Cinderace probably is not paying attention to it, and it's fine. We're able to get the Decidueye as well. Yeah, we've been at this goal pretty much, what, last minute or so? And I'm still hanging in there. It's just, like I said, you have somebody who's competent enough to go in, you give them Trick, you deal damage, and keep yourself alive. And we can stun the Lucario yet again. It's just nuts. But either way, man, this has been Pawse Plays. Hope you guys smash that like button and join that Discord. I will catch you guys in the very next Pokemon Unite video. Stay safe out there. I'm gonna head out.